think I'm going to tell a true story, much like Scott's story. And I was really disappointed, people laughing at that. I can't believe that. I'm 83, I've been using Larson's oil for how long now? My story is about the Inca Trail. Anyone been to Peru? Fortunate enough to be to Peru?
Not yet.
And if you've been to Peru, then even more fortunate to go to Machu Picchu and also to experience Machu Picchu walking the Inca Trail. Now there's only 500 people allowed on the Inca Trail at any one time, and there's thousands of people who want to go to Machu Picchu. This is this Inca lost city discovered in 1911, which is quite remarkable for only discovered so recent. Today I want to tell you about three things that we discovered, my wife and I, when we did the trip. One was the remarkable thing about the porters that help you. The second thing is about the actual Inca Trail and Machu Picchu, and the third thing is about the acclimatization, the altitude sickness. That's the first thing I want to start with. When you arrive at Cusco and you've flown from sea level and you're just wondering, am I even going to be able to make this trip? You know, are these hiking boots I've bought going to even get blisters on my feet? And it's true, you're getting off the plane and you're breathless already, just lifting your luggage off the airport carousel. But then you get to the hotel and you meet the guide, and he's telling you, listen, most people can make this trek. You know, people have done some serious exercise and stuff like that. You'll be right. And Marie and I are thinking, when do we tell him that all we've done is walked once from Coolum to Picchu, had a nice lunch at Baked Poetry, and then took the bus back. I thought it's best just to keep it quiet. Anyway, we stayed in Cusco for 2 days, which is the important thing. You have to acclimatise, and by the time you finish those 2 days, you're actually getting better. Not getting so breathless, you drink plenty of water, you have lots of cocoa leaves. Then when we started the trek, the first incline that we got, which we thought looks pretty steep, but when after you finish the trail you realise it actually wasn't too much, and there were 12 of us on the trek, and there was this feeling when we got to the first bit. It was quite a rewarding feeling because we were all panting and we realised we're all in this together. The next thing we noticed when we're on this trek is these porters are carrying everything. They are carrying our backpack, they're carrying chairs, they're carrying the tents, they're carrying the whole lot, and these guys just literally float along. They're just almost running, dancing along the Inca Trail. And we would get to our lunch spot and they've already set up for lunch with tables and chairs, the whole lot, and as we arrive, they're clapping us arriving. Here we are with our little backpacks, camel things in for our water, and they're actually clapping, and these guys were amazing. We'd finish our lunch, we then hot on our way, they pack up the whole camp, grab everything, and then run past us to the next thing, get to the next, they've then got the tents all pitched, and again they're clapping as we're coming. And I used to think it was just almost like feeling sorry for us, but then you find out that then the next day you see people, the Inca Trail only goes one way, so when someone's coming the other way it means they haven't coped with the altitude sickness. One or two of the porters has to escort that person back down again. So the reason why the porters are clapping is because if say they have to go back down, the rest of the porters have to carry everything. hence the clapping. The thing that I felt remarkable about the Inca Trail, and particularly Machu Picchu, is that there's not a lot written about the history of it. It was really the Incas didn't leave the history that we get like in our Western society, where we know a regimented, and that's what I loved about it. You could almost make up your own story about what was, how it arrived, and I just enjoyed every part of the trip. We had a guide that really immersed us in, we went through high mountain passes. Dead Woman's Pass was the big one, 4,200 metres you had to get over. That was a huge feeling of success. then down into valleys. There was rainforests. We had all sorts of wildflowers and things like that. It was a really wonderful experience there. The last morning, you camp. You usually do about 10 kilometres each day. The last morning, you get up at 4 a.m. and you walk for 2 hours to what they call the Sun Gate, and there you wait and for the sun to come up. Machu Picchu's in the distance, and the sun comes up, and there's the mist, and it was just tingling. You didn't know whether to look or take photos or what have you, and you just felt like just hugging the person next to you, because it was something just so beautiful. And I'm so thrilled that I've experienced it. It's now that's a tick off my bucket list, and I would encourage anyone to go and do the fabulous 4-day walk for the Inca Trail. Okay. Thank you.